What's up, y'all? We back at it. We got the latest chapter of Ichi the Witch, chapter 22. This chapter had a lot of surprises, man, especially that ending. That ending was crazy, and it got me wanting the next chapter right now. It seems as if Ichi may not be the only male. At least that's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong, but it looks like he may not be the only male witch out there. And I thought that we might get to some point in the series where we do encounter another male witch, and it looks like we're getting into it. But before we get to that portion of the story, we got to start at the beginning of this chapter. But first, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for all notifications. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get it. So the chapter starts off with this amazing color page where you got Ichi sitting in a chair, you got Des next to him, and then you got a whole bunch of mirrors on the wall, and through those mirrors you can see the prophecy magic beast. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the colors of the prophecy magic beast looks dope as hell. I said in the previous chapter review, I'm curious what colors they're gonna go with when it comes to designing her. They chose to go with pink, and it looks like she has a little bit of green and baby blue in her hair as well. The eyes look sparkly. Actually, her eyes look very similar to the girl from Fire Force, who's like the captain of Squad 3, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's the squad she's captain of. But yeah, that's how her eyes look like. But man, I'm not gonna lie, this color page looks amazing. It's beautiful. Like, the colors are vibrant. It just really sticks out to me. This would be a dope poster to have in your bedroom or your game room, or, you know what I'm saying, your lounge. Just somewhere in the house, it'll be a great poster. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know if y'all rock with the color page. But the chapter starts off where you have Daz asking Ichi to be her family. And you can tell with the decisions that she make in this chapter, she feels very guilty and responsible for the loss of her brother. We got a little bit about him in the past chapter where it seems like he was in that location that the world hater, magic beast was at, where he destroyed the mountain. It appears her brother was there, and you could tell that she's still carrying that burden with her. She's probably thinking to herself, had she had been there, her brother would have never died. She would have been able to save him somehow. So you can see that she's bearing that guilt. But you have it where she's pretty much saying like, yo, we can become family. Listen carefully, and I'll show you what to do. You have it where she makes a pact. This piece of paper says that he will be her pupil, and she will be the master. And, they will become family once he signs it, once both parties signs it. And you see that she's saying like, yo, now you'll always have a home to come to. No matter where you are in the world, you'll have a place to come to. And you see that she somewhat feels guilty for what's going on with Ichi, where, she took him from his home, had him go on many dangerous missions to acquire magic beasts. And now she's asking him to sacrifice his life at the end of this story. So she feels guilty about that as well. So she says, because of that, we can become family. You will be my pupil. I will be your master. And you got it where she hands him the paper. Her name's already signed on it. And he's like, yo, all right, cool. He's thinking of family such as, mom and dad, someone to come home to, like a sister or brother. So he signs it as well. And I do like the fact that the main characters are more so like siblings as opposed to being, a love interest amongst one another. So I do like that. He signs it, and then instantly you see like this energy coming out of her and like going into him, or vice versa. It looks like it's just going between the two of them. This panel looks amazing. It looks beautiful. This would be another panel where I would love to see it in color, but you just got it where it looks like her energy is flowing into him and vice versa. Next thing you know, you got it where she says, there, we are as good as family now. And you see the paper signed. She takes the paper from Ichi, and then next thing you know, she instantly asks him to do chores. She said like, yo, start cleaning up this mess, get rid of this, get rid of that. I need you to be up early so we can start your training. Also, I want you to be up early enough to make breakfast. Me personally, I would have been like, yo, you better go to hell with that shit. I'm not doing none of that. But apparently with this pact that they just made, you have to obey everything your master tells you. And so you have it with Ichi. He's like, hey, yo, nah, bruh. Hey, look, give me that paper back. I want to take my name off of it. This ain't what you told me. She's like, yeah, I know I neglected to tell you that. He's like, nah, man, give me the paper back. And I think that's a hilarious moment that he wants the paper back. But she's like, nope, it's a contract in blood. And then you got it where she runs off laughing. Now, to the average viewer or someone new to the series, you would just look at that and like, yo, damn, she kind of did him dirty. And you got it where he's like, man, we're family. But you have him touching where, you know, the energy was flowing into him from Des, and he looks at it, and I wonder if Ichi knows, or if he has a hint of what actually happened there, or is it more so he's just wondering about the pack itself. But I'm just very curious about that, because he does seem to be very smart in certain areas, so maybe he was able to figure out that there's more to it than meets the eye. But anyway, you have it where Daz go before the other witches and show them like the heart pack that she made with Ichi in order to make him family. And you got it where all of them are upset. They're mad. They're pissed. They're like, yo, why? What have you done? Why would you do something like this? This isn't something you can fix. And apparently the pupil pact that she made with Ichi is, you know, the pupil has to do everything that the master says. But at the end, when the pupil dies, so does the master. And many witches consider this to be a curse as opposed to a magic spell. Other witches like, yo, that's something you should never do. You should never wish that upon anyone. But you have it where Dash does it. And then you got her saying like, yo, we got him doing all this stuff for the fate of the world. And, you know, we're not willing to, like, you know, bear any of the responsibility. We're just going to be sitting here enjoying this new world that he helped create at the cost of his own life. I can't allow that. So if he does happen to die, then I will follow him along to death. And it's such a powerful moment. You see that she's really like troubled, and she really wants to be there for Ichi. And I don't know, man, I think this made me like her even more as a character. You know, she's like, right now, I just have to sit around and be a crappy adult. No, that's not something I want to do. I want to make the same, you know, same risk that he's taking. I want to take it as well. I don't want this kid to shoulder the world's, you know, burden all on his own. And I get it. I definitely get it. And you see her make like this very concerning face. You have it where all the other, you know, witches are looking at her like, yo, I didn't even know she could make such a face. And you have it where she comes to Ichi the next day and say that, like, yo, the prophecy magic beast is exhausted from all the prophecies that she's been given lately, so she's going to take a little rest. You got it where Ichi and them was like, I didn't know magic beasts could get tired. And it's like, well, the human body she has wasn't in the best condition. It was someone who was very sickly, so she needs to rest from time to time. And you got it where they're going on a new mission to acquire a new magic beast to help them in their battle against the world hater magic beast. And then it gets to another page where you see someone saying like, yo, there, it's okay. Now be a good little fry and tell me how to acquire you. And it looks like it's a man penning up a frog against a tree, saying that he wants to acquire this frog magic beast. Now, it may not be a man, it could be a woman, but it just looks like a man to me, at least by this pose and a statue that they kind of drew him with, physique they drew him with. But I could be wrong. You guys can let me know down below. Do you think this is a male or a female? Let me know. I'm very curious to hear y'all thoughts on the matter. But all in all, great chapter. It's good to see that Dez is making a sacrifice so Ichi won't have to die alone, so he doesn't have to carry the weight of the world on his shoulders by himself. I do like that aspect, but at the same time, I don't want Dez to die. You got to feel me. But let me know your thoughts down below, and if you like the video, thumb it up, please subscribe, and hit the bell for all notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.